Oh, we live. Okay. This is my first live. And because I didn't feel like recording, so I decided to do this live. Hello. Good morning. Um, I'm coming from the West Coast as of now. Okay. As you don't know, or for some who do know, I am Shy the Gemini. And welcome back for another amazing video. Okay. Um, so it's a lot of things going on in this present moment, right? I really wanted to talk about this 12/12 uh, portal shift. Now, this obviously comes from numerology, so numbers are sciences, and certain numbers carry certain frequencies. So this is why sometimes you might see. Um, this is why sometimes you might see synchronicities on your clocks and things like that of that nature. The first major time shift was obviously the November 11th, the 11th of 11th, and of course it's 2018. So 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8 equals 11. So you had that 11, 11, 11. So now we recently had another portal, which was 12/12, so December 12th, 2018. And as you know, the year is ending. Well, the year according to the Gregorian calendar is ending. Okay. And it's a lot of things taking place. And it's a whole bunch of messages that I just really just wanted to convey in this time. All right. So, first of all, let me start with, dealing with the human things that are transpiring right now. Okay. So, you have, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but it's been a lot of things really going on in the world. A lot of things that aren't broadcasted. A lot of things that aren't broadcasted on CNN. So just because it's not on CNN, obviously y'all should know, especially if y'all familiar with my channel, um, or if you're doing this type of awakening or whatever the fuck, or coming in spirituality, you should know that certain things that are on CNN, that doesn't make them true. Okay, so just because some shit that be happening in the world, you know what I'm saying, does not necessarily mean that uh, other things aren't transpiring. So, for example, this week I heard about some country. I think it wasn't South Korea, but maybe Japan. Somebody had corrected the article and say it was Japan. They're making artificial intelligences now. Like apparently, I don't know if y'all heard about that, but apparently, these artificial intelligence or robots, you can see the predictive programming going on with that from iRobot. They end up killing some of the scientists or one of the scientists. Okay, so that's one. Next, they're coming out with 5G now. Okay, so we already know when your phone goes from 3G to 4G, and now they're trying to make this 5G. Now this 5G, everybody's pushing for this. Apparently, is because they're trying to make technology like a hyper hive technology, I guess you can say that, where every device is connected. So everybody in the mama know that the NSA is watching. If you have a camera on your laptop or your cell phone, you have an NSA agent assigned to you. Everybody and their mother know this, okay? So yeah, they're trying to make 5G, trying to connect everybody, like to make basically make a hyper hive of technology, so it'll be easier to track people, easier to see what the fuck that you're doing. Hi, good morning. Um, so that's number two that I noticed. Also, if you haven't noticed or if you've been on a certain frequency, they say that's one of the symptoms of spiritual awakening is differences in time. Okay, like lately, from my experiences, like I don't know if anybody else is experiencing it. Honestly, I didn't expect anybody to be in here. So if, for all the three people that's in here, hey, how y'all doing? But I didn't feel like recording, and I didn't feel like uploading. I didn't feel like doing all that shit. So, but if you're familiar with what was I trying to say? I forgot already. Uh, Damn, I lost my train of thought already. Um, if you're familiar with just like that, it's gone. Um, anyway, it probably come back to me. But I'm really saying all this to say, oh, time. Okay, so if you notice in that time is different now. Like time is really shifting, and if you pay attention, to certain celebrities and you know with certain people wearing throwback jerseys, it's just minute things that y'all got to pay attention to. So I know in my experience, my sleep schedule is different. I usually am up like now, like I live on the West Coast. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm usually up like during the nighttime and I sleep during the day. And it just feels normal to me. You know what I'm saying? Or like I might be at work and I might be like, damn, like, it's time to get off work already. The dimensions are blending the fuck together. Okay. And then also another thing that I noticed, I don't know, it's a space weather. What do you call that? It's a space weather channel, and they show you like all different types of space phenomenon that's happening on the planet, where how the electromagnetic frequency of the planet, because the planet does have a biofield or electromagnetic frequency, how that's being disturbed by certain energies, and solar flares are increasing, and it's just a lot going on, okay, on Earth right now, that obviously they don't want to show. And I've been noticing that because even the shift, I feel the shift. You know what I'm saying? I feel this shit. Other people, who are on the frequency, they feel it. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? I just feel so different. Like the world is changing. What makes it worse is Uranus is in Taurus, and Taurus deals with the physical world, material, things like that. So we seeing like weird shit now. Like we seeing like fucking certain movies that's coming out that's fucking weird, and was just seeing all this shit, right? And yeah, like I said, they know this. They're aware of this and all this. It's really no surprise that, the government and everybody is aware of, what's occurring. And I really think they putting all this Cardi B and Offset and all this celebrity drama every time you fucking turn around. Shade Room got a new post. Is because I noticed that like they'll put something out in the media, or they put something to divert everybody's attention to something else to negate the energies that's going on the planet right now. Okay, yeah, it is fucking annoying. It's really annoying, and I had to, for a minute when it first started, I'm just like, damn, Offset, that's kind of fucked up. But then I had to stop myself and realize, like, yo, like, they're ciphering energy. Like, when they have, the Met Galas and certain things like that, and when you pay attention to industry people, I'm not saying don't be a head ass and be a fucking hermit and don't listen to music. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But just watch how much energy you're investing to keep up, with these stories and, to keep up with these things on TV, because these are rituals. Every day they do a ritual, you know what I'm saying? Every day they do a ritual to cipher the collectives. I don't even like using that word, but to cipher the collectives or everybody's energy, okay? To fuel whatever they have going on. So, really, I'm saying all that to say it's a lot more going on than what I just mentioned in the world right now. So I'm saying all that to say it's going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get, the greatest wealth is your attention. Mental energy is the most bad. Absolutely. Absolutely. They know this. They know this. They're not stupid. They practice magic. The whole world is ruled by magic. But magic is deemed evil or the devil. Okay? Which is funny, but it's okay. And then, another thing too, which is about religious people. My friend, he's a coworker of mine. He told me about this. I guess this pastor, he's a black pastor. He works with Joel Osteen, and he's getting basically the side eye by the congregation because he bought his wife a $200,000 Lamborghini. And when you're shifting, you know what I'm saying, when you're rising above humanity, certain things you find funny now because humanity is starting to get hilarious, okay? And I found it funny because, religion is it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really, you're outsourcing your power with religion. I explained this in my previous videos. You're constantly outsourcing your power in religion. So you're not getting a full, even though, yeah, religious people are taken care of because they are serving a deity. And that deity, does give what it receives, okay? But at the same time, it's just like, you should know better at this time. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a point where, just little shit like that's going to occur. They're going to see like, oh, our pastors are really full of shit. And that's going to be a dangerous time because really I used to like think like, why, isn't that religious people to get woke right now, or kind of see things outside of their religion? But I really have to understand that religion is like a, people hold it to such importance. Like, you spend, especially if you're older, like our older grandparents and stuff, like they spent their whole lives subscribing to this religion, and to find out that it's fake, people will really kill themselves. Like, people really go crazy if they was to find out, damn, you telling me wasn't a nigga in the sky with a jerry curl, some flip-flops, looking over me this whole time? Like, what am I gonna do? So I have to realize that. So maybe that's occurring, just little things like that, when they see that their pastors are using their money, okay, to buy their wives expensive cars. Maybe that is like the catalyst for religious people to kind of wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? To understand that your energy and your money is being ciphered. All right. So I'm saying this to say, to put our hearts and souls in everything, especially exactly. That's why in black churches, like I said, I've been in white churches too, but that's why black churches be kind of lit. You know what I'm saying? Because we're naturally, if you melanated, we have a natural direct connection to source. That's why I'm wearing all black, because I like to channel from, I do practice some chaos magic, dark magic sometimes, so I'm channeling right now. And we have that connection to that energy, you know what I'm saying? So this is why we shout and dance and play the tambourine, and people taking off their wigs and swinging it like it's a fucking Trick Daddy video and shit, because we are naturally a spiritual people. And, you know what I'm saying, we are the biggest contributors to that. You know what I'm saying? What do you feel like is going to happen in 2019? I'm going to get to that in a minute. Hold on. I'm going to get to that. Peace. What's up? I'm going to get to that. Give me a second. But yeah, so they know this. So we're really, especially black people, we are the number one people used in rituals because of our melanin. Melanin is obviously, it sounds cute, you know what I'm saying? But obviously y'all know that melanin is more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a direct source to the creator. It's why we move different. It's why we talk different. This is why, you just have better reflexes. It's just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it is an intelligence. That's what Venom was about. If y'all seen Venom, I know I'm going off topic and I'm going to get to everything I was going to say. But if y'all seen Venom, right? And Phil Valentine said, get out the habit as an occultist from analyzing movies. But if you pay attention to Venom was really talking about melanin. And now, you know what I'm saying, they know, like I said, I can't tell you where Caucasians are going. That, to me, that's not my place. You know what I'm saying? To me, I grew out of that, like, oh, down with Whitey. I kind of grew up that phase. So all I'm trying to say is, like, they know that they're going to have to do they have to merge with melanin. You know what I'm saying? They have to do some type of merging with melanin. So the Kardashians know this. If you don't know already, the Kardashians are witches. That's why, the Kardashian curse is very prominent, especially around black men. Y'all see what they did to fucking Bruce Jenner. You know what I'm saying? So they understand now that in order for them to survive, they have to bond with melanin. Okay? Because the sun is heating up, emitting more solar frequencies, and we are the sun people. Okay, this is why the Egyptians called themselves the children of the sun, because they knew we're the sun people. We are the only people that can transmute sunlight into vitamin D. No other people on the planet can do this besides melanated people or black people, or if you have a high content of melanin. So you even see that shit in Venom. If y'all watch Venom, really this past year, where the symbiote came from space, which is melanin is from space, and they tried to bond it to different people, but only a certain handful of people could bond to that. So yeah, I want to say that too. That's why they are pushing interracial relationships. That's why they pushing that shit in fucking all these TV shows and dear white people and all that shit, because they know they're not slick. You know what I'm saying? They not slick. And even I live in San Diego, and there's so many interracial kids. I don't give them a side, but I'm just like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? More power to you. But ain't gonna get me. When am I doing a live lecture? Soon. I actually just bought a whiteboard, so when I actually talk about astrology, I can actually draw out the houses and the house placements, because there's a difference between telling somebody what a astrological natal chart looks like. Oh no, my taffy she's about to fall. Hold on, y'all. Oh no. Okay, it's staying. I fixed it. You gotta understand, my living situation right now is very I'm doing what I gotta do right now, okay? But what was I saying? I don't even remember. But can somebody remind me what was I saying? Oh, I do readings, natal chart readings. I just recently started back, but I have yet to promote them. But my email is on my channel, so if you are interested in a meeting, just hit my email, okay? But I do plan on doing live lectures, and I just bought a whiteboard so I can actually draw celestially the houses and shit like that, okay? So, I discussed everything that's occurring in the earthly realm. Now, in the spiritual realm, you gotta be careful because all this shit that's going on is going, like I said, there's gonna be some more shit that's going on in the physical world. You have to have the spiritual fortitude to not combat that, because like I said, it ain't gonna be no fucking war that breaks out, you know what I'm saying? Well, it might, you know what I'm saying? But your responsibility as a God, chaos being, Titan, really you're a chaos being. I really just went through that transformation and realizing that too. But really as a Titan or a God or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, your responsibility is to have your inner fortitude, okay? Your connection with source, you talk to your ancestors, your spirit guides, all that shit is a form of protection, okay? And what I've been learning recently is I can identify when I'm in my soul and when I'm in my humanity, okay? But what I've been recently identifying is in order to have the things that I want in my human life, they come from me having that spiritual fortitude within myself. Okay, I went through some things probably this week. Threw me off guard. Not a big deal, but and spirit and the enemy was just like, just stay calm, just stay the fuck calm, don't trip, don't do anything. Okay, so I'm really saying all this to say that when, especially the winter solstice starts tomorrow too, no matter really what happens on the outside world, stay in your magic and stay in your power. Now, I know you're going to be like, oh my God, you know, how's my magic's going to save me from the outside exterior world? It's just accessing the knower in you. It's like what Brother Panic says. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the humanity does get to you. So if y'all familiar with Brother Panic's work, Brother Panic is Bobby Hemmitt's teacher. Accessing the knower, okay? Because my friend, he asked me like, oh, well, how do you know that, you know, it's an inevitable fall of what's going on right now? I'm just like, I just know. It's just, I just know. I have that fortitude within myself. I do a lot of practical magic. If don't have time to be at my altar and actually do magic, to actually build up that fortitude within myself, okay? And so I really, really, really need y'all to understand that. And in order to really do that now, all the shit really that you've been holding on to, which I've been kind of saying for the longest, especially if you've been following me on social media, you gotta let that shit go. Okay, let that shit go. If you're on a higher frequency and what if, for example, you just got a bad relationship or whatever is not serving you for you to be at your best, you have to let that shit go. Simple. Everybody says that 2018 has been a rough year. Personally, this has been the best year I've had in a minute, okay? But a lot of people has been struggling this year because maybe a lot of people don't go through initiation, especially when you're working with spirits and you're doing your spirituality. Spirit is going to put you in an initiation process. That's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking inevitable. Spirit wants to make sure, okay, you come into the occult, you're practicing magic, you're doing all these things. Let me see if you really about that shit. Let me see if you value your spirituality. Let me see if you value your awakening. You know what I'm saying? So spirit will put you through some shit. It's like a test to make sure that you want to become what you say you want to become. Okay? So everything that has been transpiring this year for you, you have to let that shit go. And I know, especially when you're on a higher frequency, especially now, for me, it's getting really hard for me. Same. for the next sentence, but I let it go. It's a hard decision. Yeah, same. That's how I'm feeling about my job. Like, my job does not, it pays my bills. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me at a good financial standing, but I understand its purpose right now, and I just understand its purpose right now, and it's just I'm serving it just how I'm supposed to serve it, so I can move on to the next level. Okay, so yeah, that's an initiation process. Losing jobs, things that no longer serving you. Okay. Also, y'all have to get out of the, and I'm talking to myself too. Y'all have to get out of the need to want to talk to people or teach people. Okay. That's a past life issue that I have. Okay. I kind of been using astrology to tap into my past life, and I have like other people to kind of tell me. I've random people who will tell me, you know, who I was in my past life, and I really think that I'm up real late. Okay, I live in California, so I'm like, if y'all live in Eastern time, we like the sun don't come to like 3 hours after y'all. Okay, so and I haven't been to sleep at all, and I'm a night owl. This is what I do. I like the darkness. Okay, so y'all really gotta get out the habit of trying to teach people that are not on your frequency, because at the end of the day, especially like I said with this portal, the people who are stuck on the third dimension, they're going to be, it's going to, if they even try to elevate to higher consciousness, they're going to have to work 10 times as harder. You know what I'm saying? So it is very imperative right now that y'all kind of be with people who are on your frequency, because you will get so fucking frustrated. You will get so fucking irritated with talking to the dead. At this point, it's to the point like now when I on my off days I don't barricade myself in my room, but most times I do keep to myself, and I watch like a lot of occult lectures or lectures about spirituality that satisfy me. And I'm here, I built my library up, I'm building a library, I read, I journal my manifestations, what I want done. And because I understand the environment that I am right now is very low vibrational, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying y'all do that, you know what I'm saying? That's what I prefer, solitude. I like solitude. I like being by myself. But yeah, really get out the habit of trying to teach people. Okay, so everybody know the veil is thin now. Spirits are coming through. Oh, a tip by Mook. Close your closet doors when you're sleeping. Closet doors. Mook. I don't know if y'all follow her channel. That's my baby. I love her so much. She told me that closets are portals. Okay, so I don't know if y'all was younger when you was little or you was sleeping in your room. You would like when the closet doors open, something just told you like, oh no, let me close that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is a portal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So yeah. So do that too. If you don't want something coming in your room, I'm not saying something gonna sit on your chest and some demons gonna come through, but you don't know what you letting in when you keep your closet open. So, you know, monsters eating shit, you silly. But so make sure y'all close your closet doors, okay? So really for the new year, this new year coming up, like I said, technically it's not the new year, it's the Gregorian calendar year, but you know what I'm saying. Personally, I really don't feel like they're gonna push this 5G shit. Yeah, definitely sleep with your crystals, because I do too. Sleep with them under your pillow. I really sleep with like labradorite is my favorite. I like me and my labradorite. We like this. Okay, I don't go nowhere without my labradorite. I got this just so I don't turn anything. Definitely, yeah. So, in here, I'm telling you, when you right within, and you are your ancestors. You know what I'm saying? So don't think the ancestors are the gods. Panic says this all the time. Don't think that they're outside of you. They are inside of you, okay? So, yeah. But for the new year, they definitely gonna try to, like I said, it's just gonna be bullshit. Like, Trump gonna be on some bullshit. The government gonna be on some bullshit. They gonna try to push this 5G thing. You already know that the phone is, yeah, you should have your, yeah, you should. Personally, I would close my bathroom doors if I'm trying to do a spiritual bath, because that my spiritual baths are sacred when I do take them. And like I said, I don't know my energy. I'll be manifesting shit or making shit occur unintentionally. So, and yeah. So, yeah, I really just want y'all to steady. Get on your occult shit steady. Really, and I've been studying chaos magic too. So, I believe I'm going to do a separate video on chaos magic, but I've gotten a book by Brother Panic. He said it's a must-have. It's called Libernal and Psychonaut by Peter J. Carroll. Okay, I will get up and get it, but you know I don't want y'all to see me ruffling, and maybe my attach receiver fall off and shit like that. I don't know, but yeah. So chaos magic, I would say for this new year, if you're an occultist, if you're trained, but first if you want to start with I think it starts tomorrow. The winter solstice starts when Capricorn season starts. Okay, because Capricorn is a cardinal sign. The cardinal signs are Aries, which kicks off spring, Cancer, which kicks off summer, Libra, which kicks off winter, and Capricorn, which kicks off. Libra, which kicks off autumn, and then Capricorn kicks off winter. Okay, so I believe it's tomorrow because tomorrow is the official start of Capricorn season, and I like Capricorn season. So yeah, so really do set intentions. I'm just telling y'all shit everybody else says, or you know, at least I think you should know. I have a manifestation journal. Write down what you want to manifest. It's like I'm not the type of person to give like a cookbook on how to do things. Okay, personally, I speak from the perspective that I am source, and there's no right or wrong way to do a ritual. Just fucking do it, and all you need is your intent and some belief. Like, yeah, you know, this shit's gonna work, and it fucking works. That's all I gotta tell you. Like, I thought about like doing more videos to teach how to do magic, but I don't even know where to start because it's just like then I have to explain the signs of, you know, the subconscious mind. It depends. Mine lasts longer than that, so it just depends. Do they last longer than a week? Do you want them to last longer than a week? I mean, if you want them to last longer than a week, then they gonna last longer than a week. But you know, as you do, can you touch on pets in their relationship to spiritual guides? Is there any relationship? Okay. I'm gonna get on that. But yeah, if you want your spiritual guides to work more than a week, they're gonna work. However, it is imperative to at least do them like once every month or so. It's been a while since I did mine. I don't personally have a bath, but if I want to take a spiritual bath, I usually go to my friend's house and use their bathtub to take a spiritual bath. But yeah, I'll say at least a month because, you know, when you go into the world, you know, you're taking on shit and the emotional body's picking up different things. And of course, during the do I work with the Orishas? Yes, I'm going to get on that because I had low-key got into it on Instagram with a whole bunch of Orishas. So it's funny that you brought that up. So yeah, try to do spiritual baths every month, okay? Because you know you do pick up energies in your aura or your biofield that do stick to you, okay? Next, pets, spirit animals. I'm not really familiar with spiritual animals. I don't think I really have a spiritual animal, but what is spiritual bath? Okay, I'm gonna get on that in a minute. And if I can forget, just type it again and remind me. But yeah, spirit animals, I know cats are magical, you know what I'm saying? Cats are protectors in the home, especially if you got a black cat, that's very powerful. Personally, I just say do research on that. I'm not really big on that. Personally, all I can say with spirit animals is whatever animal identifies with you the most. Is your spirit animal. For example, this might sound cliche, but I like lions. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch a lot of, I still to this day watch a lot of lion documentaries. And lions are very resilient, okay? I will watch some about female lionesses and them protecting their cubs and having to go through all this shit. Like, lions go through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit. And just the simple fact that they persevere through that shit, and it's really rough. It's hard out here for a lion. Okay, but I identify maybe a lion as my spirit animal because they're very resilient for their resilient nature. Okay, if you study them, if you look how they behave and things like that in lion culture, you kind of understand why. Okay, so the Orishas. I work with the Orishas. Now I had got into it a while ago on Instagram with a lot of Orisha people. I had commented on this one post, right, from this lady, and she basically had wrote something about Oshun, like the meme has said fuck, what does that mean? Said, it was just like, can you tell me what my Orisha is? And then the meme was of Beyonce or something, and basically the lady kind of captioned it like, you can't know what your Orisha that you are, um, if you're not initiated. And I'm just like, well, not necessarily. You know, it doesn't really matter if you're initiated or not. And of course, that's when it went to shit. Like the whole weekend, I'm sitting here rebuttaling people from the Orisha people. They coming for me. So basically, I was just trying to tell them like, yo, like, you don't have to be initiated to work with the Orishas. Somebody will argue up and down with about that Orisha shit. Now I respect it, you know what I'm saying? My friend, her dad is into the Orishas, and me and him had a long discussion. So I have another ample amount of respect for it. I did in the basis, but I'm just saying, like, why go through a middleman? You know what I'm saying? Why, yeah, no problem. Why have a middleman? You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to work through your Orishas, like, so basically, if you're trying to work with the Orishas, right? How I got initiated was, I went to a botanica. I live in San Diego, so I went to a botanica, and the lady there, her name was Jewel, right? She was like my fairy witch mother. Me and her was here, like here. Okay, yeah. Some people do try to bring their religious mindset into spirituality. So basically, I asked, do you want money or do you want protection? So that was her way of initiating me. So I was just like, okay, I need some protection right now. So she was just like, okay, take this candle, you know what I'm saying? Here's this prayer book, get familiar with the Orisha, study the Orisha. So for 7 days, I lit the candle. I said the prayer book. I asked Alegua to do this, Oshun to do this, Ogun to do this. And from there on, I started to familiarize myself with the Orishas, okay? And they helped me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to pass a test one time, and I worked with Ogun and Alegua, and I gave them offerings, you know what I'm saying? Now, when you give spirits offerings, it's not necessarily actually giving somebody in the sky offerings. It's having those items associated with that energy, okay? So you can feel more connected to it, because it's not you it's not the candle or the items that are making what you want to manifest is actually you know what I'm saying? So I did all the shit that she told me to do, and I ended up passing my test, okay? So what I was trying to tell the Orisha people on Instagram, like, yo, like, you can know which Orisha is yours based on your personality type, the type of spirit that you have. And the Orishas have used me to tell other people who they are, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not initiated. Like, I'm getting really good at telling people who their deity is, and I've helped, friends, my clients, to really identify who their Orisha is. And I'm not even fucking initiated. And if they was to see this, they'll probably be mad, arguing me up and down. I ain't got time for that. But yes, I do work with the Orishas. Don't let nobody tell you and gotta. Now, if you want to go through the initiation process to kind of get 100% of that experience, cool, do you? You know what I'm saying? Save up, give them your money for some shit that I could have told you, for half the price or right here on this live. But at the end of the day, any deity, you can decide which is yours based on your characteristics. So, for example, my Orisha is Oya. You know what I'm saying? Oya, she likes certain things. She deals with transformation. Basically, she's like Kali. Kali is the destroyer. So I identify with this energy because throughout my life, I do a lot of self-transformation. I'm constantly reinventing myself. I'm constantly going to the darkness. I'm constantly, and I do got a warrior-ass spirit. Okay, so, yeah, I recently, when am I coming to the East Coast? May. I'm from Detroit, so I'm going to be going to Detroit in May. But really, I found Oya during Scorpio season. And ironically, Oya is represented by Pluto. Scorpio is that destroyer energy. Scorpio is the 8th house, so it deals with destruction, self-transformation of the self, okay? So, yeah, that's my deity. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody to bless me and put all types of, have me wear white for 32 days or whatever the fuck they do. I didn't have anybody do that. Ogun, Oshun, and Shango. Yeah, I fuck with Shango too. Shango is, he's definitely, he represents my masculine side. I have a lot of masculine energy because I have in my human existence, I have a lot of Mars, Aries energy. I have a lot of Aries in my chart. So I'm very masculine, okay? So yeah, don't let nobody tell you, you got to work with the Orishas, okay? Or you got to be initiated, because they just trying to, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm gonna have respect, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have respect, but You're destined from that experience. I have to have doubt the most of the vision. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they, like I said, they don't understand that. And people have the, I put that in one of my videos, like how people bring their religious beliefs. They treat spirituality like it's new, like trying to be new Christians with the shit. Like, no, there are no guidelines. Your soul is your guideline. So you follow your soul, okay? Um, so that's that. Um, yeah. I do that. Like sometimes I don't, not sugarcoat things, but I know how I can be. I can really be brutal. Okay, I can be very, very brutal in the things that I say. So, because I have a really overactive throat chakra. But yeah, for this 12-12 portal, that's really all I wanted to come here to say. May how to reach you. Okay. Comment or email me again because my, like I said, my emails has been all over the place, okay? So try emailing me one more time, and I'll get back to you. I promise, promise, promise. Please forgive me. Like I said, my life is chaos, okay? Seriously, my life is complete chaos. One moment I'm here, one moment I'm there. I'm just all over the place. So just email me again, okay? But I'm saying all this to say, tomorrow is the summer solstice, so the 21st. So which ends the period for the 12-12 portal that we just crossed over. So just really do that time, do some shedding, do some shadow work, because you need to build up that spiritual fortitude and you need to come into your godhood, okay? As Panic says, you have to earn a place amongst the gods, okay? And that nigga is not lying, all right? I consider Panic a very wonderful, wonderful teacher. Panic has taught me a lot about myself, Brother Panic. If y'all not familiar with his videos, yeah, shadow work. I'm gonna explain that what it is. But look up Brother Panic. So Brother Panic, Panic. Okay, like I'm about to panic. Okay, he does a lot with melanin, the occult, shadow work, things like that. How to do magic, the science behind magic, all that shit. So, but shadow work. Shadow work is basically integrating your dark side with your light side, okay? But in order to do that, shadow work is the things that you suppress, okay? You suppress a lot of things. Not suppress, but it's just the things that you're afraid of, okay? So, for example, you might have a, yeah, Panic do be dropping the jewels. You may have a weird, or okay, you might have a emotionally manipulative issues, okay? So yeah, basically out of the darkness comes light, okay? So you might have issues with manipulation. These are just subconscious things, okay? You might, you know, be triggered when somebody does this and you don't know why you trigger, why you just went off on them, but it just makes you feel some type of way. It's just really delving into the self, okay? Delve into the darker aspects of yourself that you're kind of afraid to let everybody see, and you're integrating that with, and you're bringing them to conscious light and you're working through them, okay? That's basically facing your demons is what it is, okay? So facing your demons, basically the whole purpose is to make friends with your demons, okay? Make friends with your demons, especially now. And this is why people be fucking getting depressed now, especially people in my generation who's in their 20s. People always joking and complain about depression. It's because depression is an entity, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's depression and emotional, like having emotional thoughts and cohesion with emotions, they create entities. So a lot of people fucking depressed now because they're not doing no shadow work. You know what I'm saying? They're constantly outsourcing their power. It's not working. They're feeling constantly dissatisfied, and they're creating an entity called depression that's feeding off of them. So yeah, and I think without shadow work, a lot of people aren't doing shadow work, afraid to do shadow work, so it's causing, you know, a lot of disruption, okay? Especially like I said, now it's like the veil is thin, very, very thin, and the energies are in our favor, okay? If you're rising to a higher frequency, if you want something manifested, I really feel like I've been feeling like lately, like the world is at my fingertips. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, like literally. And that's what chaos magic been teaching me. Chaos magic has really been teaching. The quote for chaos magic is like, nothing is real, all is permitted. Okay, yeah, basically that's how you do, that's one step to doing shadow work is solitude. Solitude, talking to your higher self, your spirit guides, just talk. I talk to myself all the time. Like, I have the power to really, where I speak, it manifests itself. Okay, things manifest out my voice. Okay, I guess that's a Mercury thing because I'm a Gemini, but that's just the type of power I possess. Okay, I can heal myself by basically speaking. That's how powerful. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta find which energy, or you gotta find really what's your superpower. You know what I'm saying? Like, find your superpower. All right. Been in solitude for months. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't be depressed. Just make sure in your space, there's things that you like to do. But solitude is really good, especially like that's what Pisces kind of teach. Like I said, I'm gonna break down the spiritual meaning of each zodiac sign, because a lot of people be thinking that astrology is for entertainment purposes, but each sign has a spiritual concept. You know what I'm saying? So any sign between who else should I be talking to the most? Yeah, that's true. Your damn self. Okay, that's why when you pray, you're talking to yourself. When I neglect my magic word, everything starts going fucked up for me. Well, it depends. Why do you stop doing your magic work? And what does your magic consist of? If you can't find the time to sit and do magic, you might have to do practical magic. Practical magic is just just little things that it's basically being the alchemist. The alchemist takes anything and turning it into something. Okay, so this is why when Brother Panic would tell, or really when Bobby Hemmett says that I healed myself through peach soda, peach soda got a whole bunch of fucking chemicals and carbonates and all that shit that's detrimental to the body. But it's the simple fact that he alchemized peach soda to heal his sickness or heal whatever the fuck that he was going through. Okay, so practical magic is just doing. I have a video on practical magic, so if you want to know, like, they just go see my video. Okay, but I do practical magic all the time. Sometimes I don't feel like sitting here on my altar, so I'm just gonna have to do practical magic, like mirror magic, where I just talk to myself. That's practical magic. Praying is practical magic. Sitting out in the sun, you know what I'm saying, and getting information and transmuting that to whatever you want, that's practical magic. Speaking things to existence, practical magic. So yeah, the remaining forms of practical magic. So you don't necessarily have to sit and do a whole make the whole world bend to your liking. Okay, this is why we're here. The alchemist takes things on the outside environment and transform it into its internal environment. Okay, or transform it into its liking. Well, to its liking. I'm sorry. But I really did not expect to be on here this long. But I really appreciate y'all for, interacting with me. I really was not expecting people to be in here. But it's just a simple fact that I didn't feel like recording and sitting here and waiting for this motherfucking video to upload. So I just decided, why not go live, okay? I'm trying to think, what else do I have to say? Yeah, I mean, it's just follow, just let your spirit be a guide, okay? Watch out for the initiation processes. You are going to be going through a lot of initiation. And this is a very trying time. Like I said, you have to earn the right to call yourself the God or a God. You know what I'm saying? So certain things you can't participate in. Of course, when they, which I don't understand either, like how, for example, I just watched on the Shade Room before I made this video, how one state just legally made it legal for lynching to be a hate crime after 100 years. And people it's just like, you can't be mad at, it's like they prey on our emotions. Okay, so they do things, well, black people this, and, you see all the videos where white cops are harassing black men or whatever. We already know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean you don't care, but it's just understanding, like, okay, like, if I know my history, I know I'm a god. They obviously know that I'm a threat because, if you are a black skin, if you are an African descent, you are the superior gene. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you should know that darkness kind of covers light. We have the potential to eliminate everybody else on the fucking planet. This is not any surprise. This is something that's not, it shouldn't be a surprise at this point. So that's why we're hated. You're not hated because you're worthless. You're not hated because, God just scraped you off the bottom of his shoe and just put you on the earth. No, you're deemed an enemy because you have the potential to wipe everybody else on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said about earlier, that's why one of the reasons why they're trying to promote interracial relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not knocking nobody if they do interracial relationships. Personally, it's just not for me. Personally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the black man. Like, and I'm gonna be honest, like, when I was younger, you know, before I came into my consciousness, I was with white men, and it just wasn't the same. Like, it wasn't the same. What kind of work can we do on our common enemy? It depends. What kind of enemy are you referring to? Okay, so I need you to clarify that for me first. But it just wasn't me dating outside my race. It wasn't the same, and I promised myself I would never ever ever do that shit again because I need. It's just different. Like the black connection is very different. Even when we making love, you know what I'm saying? It's just that intensity, that feeling of a black man and a black. It's like we merging together. You know what I'm saying? The pink supremacists. um, the common enemy. Okay, well, understand that it's not a. It's a game being played. You know, yeah, it is the melanin. It's the melanin, and it's just an indescribable feeling. Like it's so indescribable. I'm sorry, I can't leave the black man for nothing. I will die before I be with somebody else. Okay, kill me. All right. But really to defeat the white supremacists, do your spiritual work, do your magic. Okay, so like I said before or in my previous videos, they know that it's not about what truly exists without the political agenda. I'm gonna answer that. My mentor a few years ago, he told me about that. But your spirituality is what protects you. You know what I'm saying? Get into the occult. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but we did all that shit already. You know what I'm saying? The civil rights movement didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Marching don't work. Fucking standing outside City Hall, that shit doesn't work. So the only way to defeat the enemy is within. You know what I'm saying? Come into your godhood. Now, like I said earlier, your spirit is what protects you. Okay, I learned that from Sister Myra. Sister Myra is amazing. I'm not sure if she's alive or not. I think did she pass? I'm not sure. If somebody knows she passed, let me know. But Sister Myra is fucking amazing. And she was the one that kind of awakened that in my DNA, that my spirit is my protection. That's the thing that's going to protect me from white supremacy. There you go, your magic. Get on your magic shit. That's all I have to say. That's your protection, okay? And talk to your ancestors, your spirit guides. Bam, there you go. And understand who you are. Continue to do more research who you are. Tap into your Akashic. Figure out what type of deity that you are. All that shit. Empower yourself. Okay, that's one of my purposes. I empower people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, I like teaching people because, I like to teach and I like to educate. But at the end of the day, my purpose in educating is to empower others. Okay, so let me see. In your opinion, do you think that interracial relationships would truly exist without the political agenda? Yes, because naturally. Oh yeah, Sister Myra did pass. Oh no, yeah. Damn, I was really hoping to meet her one day. But without the political agenda, yeah, interracial relationships would exist because on a basic, primitive, biological level, other races do find each other physically attractive. We look exotic to each other. So naturally, we're going to be drawn to one another, okay? Like I said, people who want to participate in interracial relationships, I'm not knocking them, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, and honestly, with interracial relationships, even the white men that do hit on me, I'm very good at psychoanalyzing people, right? So the white men that hit on me, they just be, it's like, interracial relationships are based on fetishes. Let's be real. It's not based on, every time I ask a white man, why do you like black women? It's always something physical. Oh, their lips. Oh, their skin. Oh, they have the best bodies. But it's like nothing of substance. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like, oh my God, I just think the black woman is, she's strong. She's amazing. She's very nurturing. I don't never hear any thing of substance and when they're describing their attraction for black women. So basically, yeah, that's really all it comes from. Like, so without the political push for it, I definitely think it would definitely still exist. But, you know what I'm saying? But now, like I said, it's occurring more rapidly because it is being pushed. So, that's that. Yeah, I'm really damn. That sucks. Sister Myra did pass away. I did not know that. I really, really, really did not know that. That really disappoints me. Then again, I'm not surprised. I kind of heard that the grapevine. She was lit. Sister Myra, her her teachings are amazing. That is a lovely lovely woman. What if we did a spell where we started comparing between the people like are let me go back. Uh, Little pink on pink. No, I mean you could if you want to put your energy towards that. Personally, it's better if you don't acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like Panic talks about that shit too. That's why I fuck with Panic so much. He talks about um stop devoting your attention to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, you could if you want to do that. Okay, that's cool. But I'm not about to harness my energy to for some people who can barely access the spirit world. Like it's not something I'm not trying to do at the moment. But whatever floats your boat, my brother, go ahead and knock it out. Um, Orishas, 72 Goetia, the pineal gland. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to work with the Goetias. I think I'm ready to start working with demons now. You know what I'm saying? Now that don't mean like I don't mean to scare nobody, but demons don't mean, you know, demon actually means genius. But the Goetia demons, I really have been studying the Goetia demons just a little bit, and I think it's really I've really been trying to tap into them to see what they about. Everybody got access to the Goetia in your pineal gland and in other areas of the chakras too, or where they located. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do. Oh, I want to ask y'all this too. Content. Does anybody want me to do a specific video on something? I know upcoming I wanted to do a video on chaos magic. Somebody asked me to do a video on chakras. Now I was going to do a dissertation on chakras, but it wasn't going to be like, okay, this chakra for this chakra for that. No. When I was going to explain the chakras, I was going to explain them how you can tell which chakra is kind of out of whack based on how you feel. Okay, based on how you feel, and cause so chakras basically, I'm not gonna get into details about it, but you can tell which chakra need to be worked on by observing your outside environment. Okay, so and observing how you feel. So like anxiety and you don't have a low sex drive. You know, these are all things dealing with the chakras. I've also been watching a lot of anime lately. And anime and the occult, they go fucking hand in hand. That shit is fucking crazy. Okay, people be sleeping on anime. I used to like why the fuck people be watching anime? And when I was younger, and all these fucking anime or like anime is like Magna. Basically, if you don't know what anime is, it's like Japanese cartoons like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Attack on Titan, things like that. So I definitely was going to do a video in conjunction how anime is connected to the occult, because I was watching Naruto today, and I was listening to a Brother Panic lecture earlier, and he was talking about how the spine is used as a weapon when it's used correctly. Okay, and in the episode of Naruto, it was this one character. His ability was like to project his bones on his body, and my man's he had pulled out, and he can use his bones as weapons to fight. So my man's pulled out his spine and used it as a fucking sword. And when I heard Panic say that, like how the spine can be used as a weapon, I'm like, bro, like that's the same shit I just watched Naruto earlier that day. And like to me, that's synchronicity to know, like, okay, I'm actually studying this shit. I'm really like getting familiar with this shit. So I definitely was gonna do a dissertation on how anime and the occult or spirituality really go hand in hand, because they be dropping keys. Like even through anime, I've learned how to like channel my chakras properly and how to, you know, all that shit. So it's about to be lit. Do you have any specific rituals for the winter solstice? Okay, I can tell you what I do. When it's a full moon, whatever, I do the same ritual all the time. It really don't matter. If I want to banish, okay, so it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to like banish something, or do you want to manifest something? So banish meaning like having a habit that no longer serves you, or, you know, let's say, you know, you lost something or got out of a relationship and you're harboring these feelings and you want to get rid of those feelings and kind of transmute them into something else. Okay, so everything that I do, if I'm doing a manifestation ritual, I usually write it down. I sit on my altar, I light a white candle, And I just talk to my ancestors. I set my intentions based on my voice. So just by simply speaking and just talking to my ancestors and my spirit guides or my higher self or whatever the hell, I just write these things down. I got a little notebook. I got my manifestation down, and I set that intent. And from me doing that ritual, I start to get downloads, and I start to get like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I do got to do that. You right? And if you have tarot cards or anything like that, or any form of divination, that can help you too to kind of identify the messages that's being said there. If you're trying to banish something, I usually get a black candle. I get a sheet of paper, and I write down what's no longer serving me. Like, I don't know, for a minute I was having problems with like emotional issues, like holding on to things, because that's a generational curse I'm breaking, like holding on to shit. So if I wanted to get rid of something, I would just write it down, like, I'll no longer do this, no longer do that. I take a black candle, I take the paper over the black candle, and I banish it, and I flush the shit down the toilet. Okay, that's my banishing ritual. And I sit, I meditate on it, I exhale, do breathing exercises. Like I said, whatever's conducive for you. But when it's different rituals, I just talk. Like, I just make up my own rituals. Whatever spirit is telling me to do, or whatever my inner self is telling me to do, then that's that. Yeah, until they experience seeing demons, and friends, conversation with them. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm getting so many notifications from everywhere. But yeah, so like I said, with rituals, just make up your own rituals. If you claiming you God, what does God do? God creates. Okay, God creates. So create God. Okay, so that's that. I think I've been on here for like a hot hour, but I really hope this helped. Like I said, just 12-12, just set them intentions, and set intentions, do some shadow work, do some clearing. Stop speaking to people who are no longer, not speaking to people, but stop trying to elevate people who are not on your frequency. At the end of the day, like I said, those who are stuck in the 3D, they're going to be stuck in the 3D. Especially, like I said, all of these energies nobody's taking advantage of. Let the dead bury the dead, in the words of Bobby Hemmett. Okay, so let the dead bury the dead. Yeah, there are no excuses. Okay. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's no excuse. Like, if you claim you God and you claim you all this shit, you must act godlike. Like Dale Whitburn said, you must act godlike. You really just need to just step your shit up. And like I said, don't be afraid of the darkness. I really be trying to tell y'all, chaos magic is where it's at. Dark magic is where it's at. I'm gonna just keep it there. It's very powerful. And somebody asked me that question earlier, like, how do you combat the white supremacists? Black magic. They scared of that shit. Black magic. There you go. That's your protection. Black magic, the darkness. And the darkness is nothing to be afraid of. The darkness just represents the unseen, the unknown, the hidden. You know what I'm saying? It represents your subconscious mind. So these things, like I said, you can apply to everywhere. Like, it's this signs and symbols in all concepts. You know what I'm saying? So as an alchemist or as a researcher or as a student, constantly look around your environment. So when I learn about something, you know what I'm saying, I always relate it back to science, and I'll be like, damn, that is right. You know what I'm saying? That's because in science, because I did learn this and this and this. That's how I break it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm very strategic in the information that I learn. So, but yeah, so like I said, just get on your magic shit, and like I said, just elevate. Now's the time to elevate. It's really, I really don't have anything else to say, but just, you got all the answers. The power is within you. Your power resides in you. Okay? Nobody else. And at the end of the day, you can't save nobody. I'm going to say that too. You cannot save anybody. This is about saving yourself. Okay? And it's going to get to a point now where all the family and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? All the family, all the friends who thought you was crazy and, oh, he worshipped the devil, da da da, or she worshipped the devil. Trust me, it's happening to everybody. When you have your spiritual awakening, it's going to come a time where it's going to be so much shit going on in the world, so much confusing. Your family members or the people who called you crazy for elevating yourself into really coming into who you are, they're going to be coming for you to help. They're gonna be asking you, okay, what's going on? It's happening to me slowly but surely. All them family members who made fun of you, or all them family members who criticized you and made you feel like you wasn't shit, or you going to hell, all that shit. They're gonna be like, they will be coming to you. Okay, they are going to be coming to you. People are going to. It's gonna be so fucking crazy now. Like I said, it's nothing to be afraid of. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to be afraid of, because think about it. And I be telling this to people too. You think we awaken, you know what I'm saying? You think we coming back just to be destroyed by human shit? I be having to tell myself that. Like, when I'm going through something, I'm like, I'm really incarnated to be destroyed by this. You know what I'm saying? I'm bigger than this. I'm greater than this. You know what I'm saying? That's my power. That's a way that I channel my power back. So, with all the events that are going to be transpiring really in the next couple of years, it's going to get crazy. But your inner world is what is going to protect you. And the people, your responsibility is to not only share a message and not force information down people's throats, but to kind of help people. Like, hey, you need to do some shadow work, or hey, you need to let this go because it's not serving you, or hey, just giving people wisdom. Okay, you're going to be doing more of that, a lot more of that. But the thing is, don't go seeking that, and don't go trying to force it down people's throats, because you just gonna get mad. And because I had to go through that. Like, when I first got into my awakening, I think everybody went through the same stages. Like, first I had to learn about African history, things like that. So I was listening to Young Pharaoh and Sarum Seti and Brother Polite at the time, and I wanted to argue every nigga down. I was ready for a white man to come and fucking call me a nigger, so I can fucking tell him all the accomplishments that Africa made. I was that. I was queen of the Hoteps, okay? I called myself empress of the Hoteps during my awakening, okay? But then I realized something in me, the people I was watching who was teaching this black knowledge, I realized my soul wasn't going nowhere, okay? Like, I'm not going anywhere, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like, I used to listen to Young Pharaoh a lot. I actually really appreciate Young Pharaoh. I know him personally. We cool. But when I was watching him a few years ago, I'm just like, okay, like, I'm a supreme being, you know what I'm saying? I'm this, I'm that. Okay, how do I elevate? How do I, okay, yeah, I'm the black woman is God. Okay, what's next? You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't getting that. And I think that's what led me to the occult and the magic, because I'm actually learning how to transform the soul now. So I already learned the basic shit. Okay, melanin is powerful. On the meta nature and all this other shit, this was already prophesied, you know what I'm saying? But in the stagnation, yeah. Niggas be getting stuck in that shit, bro. Like, and I be trying to tell some of my friends, like, yo, you can't get stuck on Black Lives Matter, you know what I'm saying? There's no evolution. There's no evolution in that, you know what I'm saying? But with that, I'm realizing too, like, when I speak, like, for example, y'all get what I'm saying, because we're on the same frequency. But if I was to tell somebody who's on a lower frequency, like, yo, you can't get stuck in your humanity, you came here for a bigger purpose, they're not going to register it. So understand that when people are different frequencies, it's not that you're wrong, you know what I'm saying? It's just they're not on the frequency to understand you. Okay, and I never used to understand that. Like, literally, frequencies, the way you're vibrating, your level of consciousness, literally, the mind is all. You know what I'm saying? And it's some of y'all living in the 4D, some of y'all living in the 5D. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, or even above. Okay, but you gotta understand, some people are stuck in the 3D, so it's fucking hard to communicate with somebody on the ground when you up on a skyscraper. Of course, they're not gonna hear what the fuck you saying. So you really have to really just pay attention to that. But yeah, in the black movement shit, like, it wasn't conducive for me. Like, it wasn't giving me the growth that I needed. Like, it was just the same shit over and over again. Oh, look what this Mike Wynn did here, and oh, they doing this, and oh, look at all the niggas on the walls. It was blackity black. I'm like, nigga, okay. I get it. I got it, okay? Like, I got it. But it's like, how is that gonna help me prepare for this shift? You know what I'm saying? You claim that the shift is coming. Okay, how the fuck do I prepare for it? And that's what, like I said, that's just how I found Bobby Hemmett and Phil Valentine and things like that. So, like I said, I think everybody didn't have, kind of their bases. And I was really focused on saving the black race and saving the black world. And you You gotta save yourself, okay? Yeah, you can barely pay your, but I had, yeah. And that's the thing, like, yeah, and usually a lot of hotep niggas, they be broke. I'm sorry, like they be brokety broke man. Yeah, that's me. Like, yeah, and you know what I'm saying. And it's little do they know, it's your spirit. You know what I'm saying. If you connect to your higher self, like, look, you know, I welcome abundance in my life, prosperity. Then that's just going to give you more opportunities for new job opportunities, new income, new growth. But when you stuck on when you're stuck on a certain frequency and you blaming white men and the white man for everything, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you're not going to make any type of income or any type of finances, you know what I'm saying? And I can definitely attest to that too, because before I moved to California, I was making money, but of course it wasn't to my liking. But like I said, once I started to really have my awakening, that's when my awakening, me being in contact with my spirit, gave me more opportunities to accumulate more prosperity and internal abundance. So that's that. There you have it. So yeah, I actually was. Maybe I should do this more often. Really like being on live. It's really fun. See why people do it. So yeah. So really, that's it. I really hope I delivered a message here. I really just hope I wasn't talking in vain. I think everybody can really like I said, can really relate what I'm saying. It's just I really ain't got nothing mystical to say. Like, they gonna do all this shit. They gonna do all this shit when they try to, you know, increase the radiation on phones, when they try to do chemtrails, when they try to put this in the food and that in the food. None of that shit is gonna work. Understand, none of that's gonna work. Their time is up. Okay, their time is fucking up. So there's nothing to fear. The only thing that you have to do is be in alignment with yourself. Access the knower. Become the knower. Okay? Become the knower, and don't let this little humanity shit get to you. Okay? And I'm talking to myself. Okay? When I'm talking in my videos, okay? Don't let humanity get to you. You are greater than humanity. Okay? You are really greater than humanity. None of this human shit. Like I said, Earth is a school that teaches you how to manipulate energy. Okay? That's it. Earth is a school. A fucking school, okay? You got some niggas that's in kindergarten. You got some niggas that's in first grade. You got some niggas who already got their PhDs, like me. I think I got my PhD in this shit. I'm not coming back here, okay? So you got some niggas like that. So yeah, understand Earth is, like I said, it's a school. It's a test, okay? Now, whether you pass the test or not depends on if you reincarnate or not, or whatever other lesson that you need to learn. And then another word of advice too, once you finish, and then I'm about to go because I'm tired. I'm motherfucking tired. Yeah, I'm really glad I can help everybody start your day. And if you're not happy with your job, find a plan. Let me tell you something. Let me get my charger just in case my phone about to die. But if you're not, just a word of advice, if you're not happy with your job, use that job as a stepping stone, okay? Use the resources that you're making from your job to fund what you want to do, okay? If you move an inch, the universe is going to push you a mile, all right? And I get it. I'm not even gonna pretend like, you know what I'm saying, I have it all right now, because I don't. I'm good where I am. I'm really, really good where I am. But I feel the same way about my job. My job is very draining. I don't feel passionate about it. And most times when I'm at work, I'm listening to lectures, okay? And I'm reading books on black magic and chaos magic and shit, okay? That's how I stay sane. So if you're unsatisfied with your job, just plan on how to get the fuck out of it. Have a plan. That's a message from Capricorn. My mom's a Capricorn. She's telling me that shit all the time. Have a plan. Have a fucking plan. Like I said, when you move 2 inches, the universe push you a mile. Okay? Like I said, don't let nobody, and it's to the point now, and I'm experiencing this shit too. Don't feel bad that you're not relating to sheeple. So if somebody on your job, like I said, it's Thursday, so I'm sure y'all about to go do mundane things like we all do. Go to Walmart, go grocery shopping, whatever. Go to work. But don't be yourself, okay? Be yourself. And if it scares people off, and if you're not trying to talk about football And because they do that shit all the fucking time on my job. That's why I put my headphones in. They talk about football and other meaningless shit. Like, don't feel like you have to fit in. If you have to be the outsider, then so be it. Get your money and you get the fuck out. Get your money, stack it, and go home so you can move to the next evolution in your life. Period. Okay, don't, just a little, like I said, morning inspiration. And at the end of the day, like, humanity is done. It's gone. It's done. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, don't try to explain yourself to people. Like I said, the ones who know, they know. The ones who don't, they just don't. Like I said, and I'm realizing it's a reason why everybody's not meant to learn this stuff. Okay, it's like for example, everybody's not meant to be rich. Okay, you need some niggas who working at Taco Bell. You need somebody who's gonna operate Chick-fil-A, who's gonna be a garbage man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a reason why everybody isn't to where you are. Okay, it's some people who need to play certain roles. Okay, and that's the same thing as I call them the dead. Okay, I call them sheeple, the dead, or your average motherfucker who just think they just a meat suit and they just here to work, save, retire, and die. That's a fucking miserable life to live. But yeah, stop explaining yourself. Be authentic. I've been learning that too about myself. Like, I used to want to entertain. I ain't got time for that no more. You know what I'm saying? And you've done too much growth. I know I've done too much growth, and I'm sure y'all have done too. Too much growth and evolution to be brought back. Okay, so yeah, just if somebody want to talk to you about, hey, how about those? I don't want, like, at my job, they be like, hey, did you see this movie? I don't watch that. Sorry. Hey, did you watch? No, I'm sorry. I don't know. Hey, did you hear what's going on? No, I don't. Sorry. Like, even my job knows I'm a spiritual person. You know what I'm saying? So my job, they've been acquainted to me to know the type of person I am and what kind of things I participate in. So they know not to come with me with no bullshit. They know if they got questions about astrology or whatever, okay, I'll answer them. But that's how I manipulated my outside environment, by just being who I am. So my coworkers or people on the outside, they know not to talk to me about certain shit because I'm gonna just shut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? That's how you reclaim your power in the physical realm. Okay, like I said, you are the alchemist. You know what I'm saying? The power of transmutation. I'm gonna make a video on that, turning one thing into another. I'm gonna make a video on the power of transmutation because I've been doing that a lot, like flipping shit and then making it work to my advantage. Power of transmutation. That's like, for example, in middle school or elementary school, when somebody was just like, if somebody called you ugly, just tell them thank you. You ever did that one time? Like, when somebody insulted you and you told them thank you, or he was like, yeah, you know, you all right. You know what I'm saying? You right. And they just like, oh, it fuck them up. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? What? Power of transmutation. And I've been doing that shit, and I'm sure y'all have done that shit too. Like, that whole time, didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was transmuting energy. I was turning negatives into positives. Fuck people up, boy. Been powerful. So yeah, y'all are more advanced than y'all think y'all are. Honestly, I'm about to get off this thing because the sister is motherfucking tired. Okay? Yeah, it is fun. It's very fun. I be trolling the shit out of people. Yeah, especially like me. I'm a mental person, so I like to get in people's heads. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they try to, you know, that's the type of person. I try not to like argue because people. I'm just like, oh, you really gonna do that? Oh, word, okay. Well, how you gonna? I'll be really fucking people up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it is like, I really feel like it's all 23 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting a big crowd personally. I'm just being myself. I have no expectations, but I really feel like I do that in disagreements, and it's like, yeah, then they get lost. Yeah, transmutation, the power of transmutation. That's what you're doing. That's actually a science, or they call it reverse psychology, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's actually a law. Okay, so yeah. That's that. Trying to see. This is like my first time online, and okay. But any full moon rituals? I kind of already talked about that. So, once I log up this video, you can kind of skim through, or that you can kind of skim through and kind of see any full moon rituals. And then they get mad because you agree with it. Yeah, because they mad. They thought you was going to be fucking. That's what energy vampires do. Energy vampires, they'll fucking and try to get a reaction out of you. And that's, oh, that too. Let me share this before I go. I know how it's going to go. I've been noticing this too, because this happened to me, okay? And I just thought it was so funny. It's going to be entities that subconsciously know who you are, right? And they'll try to ask you questions to kind of let you feed them. So, for example, I'm out with one of my group of my coworkers. And, you know, we've been drinking. So one of the dudes is a white dude, right? You know, he finds me attractive, whatever. I'm not really paying no attention. But he was just like, yeah, I want to learn and I want to accumulate so much knowledge. And he mentioned the Orishas. I'm just like, I already knew what it was. I'm just like, oh no, I don't know what entity is this that then channeled through him when he was drinking. But you ain't about to get no energy or information out of me, sir. Like so it'll really be entities who like really be trying to, who really know who you are, see who you are, but they'll troll you just to feed their own narrative or just to feed their own energy. Okay, and there are many entities in this world. There are entities who feed off the black race, get mad, you know what I'm saying, when white people do some shit. There are entities who feed off depression. There are many entities. So that's why I'm saying it's very imperative that you get to really your occult shit or get into build up that fortitude within yourself. Do you have any book suggestion for beginners? It depends what you're trying to learn. Are you trying to learn magic? Are you trying to learn oh, hi Ryan. Hey, how you doing? I ain't heard from you in a while. I hope everything's good. Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to do. I really like, what books do I have? I just have random books. Like, of course, I have The Secret, Manifestation. Most of my books are in my book bag. I really want to go get them, but for beginners, okay, I'm gonna just give y'all, before I go, I'm gonna give y'all the books that Panic recommended. So I'm gonna get them real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the books. She might go shape shit right in front. Yo, I seen that shit too. That shit happened. Oh my god, that's another story. Okay, so I'm in the military. So when I went to boot camp, it was a lot of weird shit happening in boot camp. I'm not about to explain too much, but there's a lot of fucking weird shit happening in the boot camp. Okay, and this is when I first got into my awakening. I didn't know anything about the occult. Let me get my charger. Hold on. I can't find my charger. Okay. Not a big deal, but okay. But yeah, so I was in boot camp and it was this one girl, right? Me and her was really cool. She's a white girl. We was really cool. She didn't make it through boot camp because she didn't pass her physical training assessment, but she would just be fascinated with me. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm in the military. I'm in the Navy. But she would just really be fascinated with me and all the other black girls, you know what I'm saying? But she was really sweet. Really sweet girl, okay? But some of the shit that she said really raised like some eyebrows. Like, she wouldn't tell me her real name. She was just like, I really think she was a reptilian on some real shit. To this day, I really think she was a fucking reptilian. Like, she was just like, yeah, my name's this, but I'm not gonna tell you my real. Why wouldn't you tell me your real name? And she just wouldn't tell me. She was like, one day I'll tell you my real name. So I'm just like, okay, like, all right. And then one time we in the line and I'm sitting next to her and I saw her, I don't know if I was tripping. But I saw what I saw, okay? I saw her eyes shape shift. Like her eyes did a slit. Like she had gray eyes, but her eyes, like she had like these silver gray eyes, okay? And she basically, I saw her eyes shape shift. And then when I got closer to look at them like this, it's like she did like this robotic movement. Like she just shifted her attention to somebody else and started talking to them. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I really think she was a reptilian. I really think that was like my first reptilian encounter. like I said, I'm not gonna go too much into what happened to me in boot camp, but it was a lot of crazy stuff happening and a lot of experiences, and even that's how strong this shit is getting. All the spiritual shit is getting to the point where even I'm meeting people who are on the same frequency. So people will come to me and they would ask me for advice or tell me that they're about their experiences, you know what I'm saying? And I understood them, and I made friends based off my spirituality, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this shit is really happening. But okay, so these are the books, some of the books that I have that I'm reading. Okay, so I have this book. Okay, it's called, this is a book recommended by Panic. Yeah, Initiations. This is a book recommended by Panic. It's called Sex, Religion, Taboo, Sex, Religion, and Magic. Now, this has been teaching me a lot, okay? And I don't mean to get too vulgar, but this book is like the main book why I've been doing a lot of masturbation, okay? Because this book basically teaches you that spirituality and sex go hand in hand, and it breaks down how and I guess the dude who made this book, he's a psychologist, and he would just tell us like some crazy ass stories. Like he told me, like in the book he explains like how basically how the subconscious can get affected by obviously traumatic experiences. So one dude in the book that he had is basically the story happened with one of his clients. Basically one of his clients his parents, I guess, rented out a room to these girls, right? So, of course, when you're young, you in your hormones, you're horny. So, he was hoping to catch one of the girls go in the bathroom. And as he saw one of the girls go in the bathroom, he started masturbating to the girl through the keyhole. And then his parents found him. And his dad and his parents, they shamed him for it. You know what I'm saying? And out of from his shame, and his mom was just like, oh, you want to see a naked woman? And then his mom just basically revealed himself. And that really fucked him up. Like, I felt the trauma by reading this book about the author talking about his client and that experience. Like, after, if not famous, oh, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, after reading that, I'm just like, yeah. So this book basically teaches you how spirituality and religion goes hand in hand, and how fuck religion be trying to shame you away from sex, okay? Sex and religion are one, okay? You can manifest shit with doing sex magic, okay? I'm probably, when I get more a little bit experience on sex magic, I'm just dabbling in this shit, and you know what I'm saying? I'm doing some experimentation on myself, but it's a really good book. I haven't started, this book is really, really complex. Panic did kind of warn that this book is really, really complex. It's called The Book of Black Magic. I kind of read some of it, but some of these books, I'll be, like this book in particular, like I'll be having to reread shit because it's very, very, very complex, okay? You can't get here without, yeah, exactly. Like, how the fuck sex is evil, and you know what I'm saying? I be feeling bad, like, I be feeling bad. I'm not even trying to put my family on my ass, but my grandma, she ain't had sex in I don't know how long, and I'm just like, your sacral chakra is fucked up, baby girl. So I'm like, damn, how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? That's horrible. Oh, this is a must-have. Okay, okay, this is called The Black Bible of Science by Osai Kafar. Okay, he has his own YouTube channel, okay, where he does lectures. But personally, I like him better in a book form than lecture form. He kind of bores me in lectures. Sorry. That's why that's not a tell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, this book basically tells about the shift, the basic shit the government doing. This tells you how important melanin is. He breaks it down, the difference between the European diet and the African-based diet. Basically talk about the pineal. He connects. I learned a lot from this book. He basically talks about how Lucifer is known as the light bringer, and the light bringer is the morning star, which is a star that I actually saw when I read this book when I was at work, and I got off a midnight shift, and I saw the star that he was talking about. It's a star that rises in the east, and it's a bright ass star, okay? And this is why Jesus and even in the Prince of Egypt, where Ramses called himself the morning and the evening star, this is the star that they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to post a list where I can get. I have an Instagram. My Instagram with all my inquiries on my readings is Shy the Gemini _ on Instagram. So Shy the Gemini, all one word, _ and then you'll find me. Yeah, 666 is carbon. So yeah, he breaks all that shit down, like 666, what it means. This is really good. And then this is the book I've been reading about chaos magic, the Liber Null, and Psycho. Not Panic said that this is a must-have, like a must have. How he explained it was basically all the things that he's talking about in this book relates to melanin. Now, Panic broke it down. He said that when they make books like this, of course they're not gonna mention how, you know, melanin is, you know, the source that you need to do this shit. They're going to format it and code it. So he said when you're reading books like this, especially made by white authors, you're going to have to decode it and read between the lines and understand that they're talking about melanin. And from this book, I learned a lot. I've learned how to, this book tells you methods to clear the subconscious mind to do magic. So one technique he uses, he says, cover the eyes, the ears, and the mouth to get to that state of nothingness. So basically it's called a Gnostic state. I learned that from this book. The Gnostic state is when you're doing magic, your mind is just empty. So allows you to manifest and focus on the ritual rather than have that chatter in your head. You know what I'm saying? So this book is really good on this. It does offer some rituals. I did a barrier protection ritual. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like. It's very simple. And even though you don't have with magic, you be innovative with magic. So you might not have all the ingredients that you have to do a ritual, so you improvise. So for example, he said use a dagger or a wand for this burial ritual. I didn't have neither, so I used, you know, the little knife part on the bottom of a wine opener. That's what the fuck I use, and it worked just as well. Okay. So with magic, you don't have to use, you know, everything that they say. But here's like an example like of the rituals, like the burial rituals. He teaches you how to make sigils. I think this is where Panic learned how to make sigils too. Yeah, I have to improvise, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, this is a really, really good book. Really, really good book. Very informative. But like I said, books like this, you're gonna have to reread over. Sometimes I'll be reading a sentence or a paragraph, I'll be having to read that shit over. It's like one of the chapters I put reread because you're gonna have to read this shit multiple times to really truly grasp it. But once you grasp it, you just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, even then, he talked about sex magic in this too. Like, and this was I've been doing in my practices when I do sex magic. Or like try to have an orgasm without thinking of a previous sex experience to get aroused. And I've been practicing that. You know what I'm saying? So he tells like how the best results to doing sex magic, or when you're trying to manifest for sex magic, or like when you're doing solo dolo, when you're masturbating and you're trying to manifest something. We're mature here. Come on now. Like, just putting that out there. He said the best method to do that is to not get aroused by a previous sexual experience. So yeah, to achieve an orgasm. And it's some really, 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 I've learned so much. I love this fucking book. Oh my God, I love this fucking book. But this is a really good book. This is recommended by Panic. And it was not that much. It's on Amazon. It's called Liber Null and Psychonaut by Peter J. Carroll. Peter J. Carroll. Okay. And that's pretty much it. I had the Pleiadian agenda. This is really good in talking about astrology and the shift that's taken now. This book was like made in 92, and the shit that she talked about in 92 is happening right now. So this kind of helped me understand dimensions. This is actually my inspiration for that video that I did about interdimension and time. Okay. Clear mind and practice in that match. Yeah, you gotta clear your mind. It's called the Gnostic state. So he talks about that in this video. This book is fucking dope as fuck. Like, this is a must-have. Like, when Panda says this is a must-have. Okay, so if you're really trying to start off chaos magic, this is what made me like I'm really in love with this book. But like I said, with books like this, you have to have the discipline to kind of reread over some shit to actually process it. So yeah, that's what I have now. So I was gonna definitely do a dissertation or do an intro to chaos magic about from this book. So that's it. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I'm low-key tired, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to do more lives. I think lives are a little more conducive than uploading videos, because especially doing like a Mercury retrograde one time. Astrodynamics, yeah. I really want to get into that shit, like astral travel. Like yeah, I really want to do that. Cause in the beginning of the year when I was really, really doing my rituals, Yeah, I'm gonna go live more. I promise. I promise. Like I said, I had the lowest expectations of doing this, but what was I doing? I forget. I hate that. I be spacing the fuck out. My mind just be going a million seconds per minute. But oh, astral traveling. I did do some lucid dreaming earlier this year, and when I was doing magic like every day though, like every fucking day. Like I'm not doing it as often as I used to, but yeah, definitely astral dynamics. I know Panic recommended some shit. I know I keep talking about Panic a lot, but Panic, that's that nigga, okay? That nigga know what he talking about, okay? That's my teacher, okay? That nigga is the GOAT, okay? Anything that you need to learn about self-alchemy is by Panic. Everything that I know is from Panic. Everything that I read is recommended by Panic. Everything that I've applied was recommended by Panic and that I actually experienced myself, okay? So